Well, sometimes like with how do I say scar? My mind is going between scars and scabs.
Yep. Yep.
Like I know sometimes you need air to get to it to kind of whatever.
Exactly.
Because I think you're supposed to like with Band-Aid, when you put a Band-Aid on something, you're supposed to take it off like at night.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I know. So I didn't do it before because I was not at my place. Not saying that I don't trust this other place, but
I could make an educated guess as to what place you were at, but I'm not going to.
I spent the night in my car. Yep. Because I was waiting for that Ghostbusters movie to come out, so I was camping out. I'm one of them people.
So does that mean you're excited for it?
No.
As I said, it sounds like it.
So I'm definitely if I'll say I'm going to put it this way. I got a little bit of not a backstory, but I enjoyed the last one, Afterlife.
I did too.
And sure, it had one of the guys from the original movie, but it wasn't like relying on.
It wasn't solely based on their life.
Exactly,
their story,
nostalgia. Yeah. So this movie, the trailer is like, hey, let's get the gang back together, and it's more like, no, we're going to focus and you're messing with a good thing. Like it worked well. Not having, and I'm not saying they can't have the original people, but I'm just worried about it. So I'm not as excited about this one because it seems like it's falling into the same trap as other movies.
So, question.
Okay.
Do you prefer this follow-up, or better yet, I guess, Afterlife, over a sequel to the all-girls Ghostbusters? Because with the reason I'm asking, because with all girls ones, the other guys are just cameos, but they weren't like in a part of it.
Which is true. So if they are going to be in it, I would prefer them be cameos because they're not integral to the story. This one just seems like, hey, we don't have a good idea, so let's just. I mean, and it could be like it could work. What's the word? Organically, it could work.
Yeah.
I can't say that. I mean, there's a possibility.
Well, and that's the thing about trailers too, because like you don't really know the story. So the story, like you said, story-wise, it could be really based on the main guys, but then the other, Bill Murray and them just show up because we need your help. Because from what I saw in the trailer, it's freezing the whole world.
Yep, that's
and
true.
It's like everybody's dying basically.
I guess so. The alternative is that they're retired, they're older, so they don't necessarily have to be here. But I guess it's like more Ghostbusters isn't a bad thing. Like if we have more, it's better.
Yeah. Because I doubt they're just a third act thing.
Yeah.
However, I could be wrong. I don't feel like they're there the whole time though either.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be there, especially not from I was going to say day one, from the beginning.
Yeah, I don't, because is this one supposed to tie into the last one?
I would think so. Maybe they hey, pay old Ghostbusters. Let's here's our condolences or something, and then they're like, I don't know.
It's kind of like, okay, I know this is probably a stretch, but this is how I look at it.
Okay.
To me, I look at it kind of in the same vein of like a Star Wars. So like, okay, so for instance, you've seen the Acolyte trailer, have you?
Yes.
So from what I know about the story, it's like 100 years before everything that came out.
Right.
Which to me is cool, and part of the reason why I like Andor and Mandalorian, because I don't care about Skywalker being around all the time, or his family.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the Skywalker family.
I agree.
So it's kind of like, with Ghostbusters, it's kind of like the opposite, where it's kind of like you want to move away from them, but at the same time, every time you do, it doesn't truly work that well. Outside of the last one did okay, from what I heard. It wasn't like just box office breaking, but
I think when it comes and so regardless, I can't think of any movie franchise where they did like a reboot and it was more well accepted than the original. And I know that's not what you're saying, but I mean, in my eyes, and I guess the company or studio's eyes, it was a decent enough that they made a sequel. So I know I liked it, and I didn't like the all-female one, and it had nothing to do with females at all. That was just not a very good movie. I didn't like Ocean's 8 either. But now it just makes it seem like I don't like all
I
females.
mean, you are just naming a lot of all-female movies, just.
But I'm sure you all would agree, if you're not female.
I would say the closest one, in my opinion, I feel like the closest franchise that had a reboot that I liked, and this is just the initial one, not the rest of the reboots, is the Jurassic World.
Okay. So I know I'm in the minority because I didn't like Jurassic World, but I liked the second one because the second one had more of a scary element to it.
Is that what the one with the girl shows up?
And yes, well, I agree that storyline, sure, we can do without that, but it was scary. It like when you know the raptor or something was in a house and it was stalking them. Yeah, that part I was like, oh, shoot, this reminds me of the original.
But that's just a part, though.
I understand. The rest of it was like, hey, go attack this laser that I'm pointing at. But the first one was equally as ludicrous. I mean,
well, I guess this is why I said it's just the first one. And again, I'm not saying like it was the greatest ever, but like when I found out they were remaking it or rebooting the Jurassic Park franchise, at first I was like, why? Mm-hmm. So, but then when it came out, it was more so kind of like, all right, I'll take that. Like that's not, like it wasn't like I didn't watch it and say there was no point to make this, but I was like, that's actually pretty decent. Now after that, it just kind of just did whatever. But that first one, I was like, okay, I can see this being a good reboot.
I think we all agree the third one was, or the sixth one, however you want to put it, was the least best. Not out of all six.
I like it better than the second one.
Really? Okay. I mean,
because I liked more about the third one than I did about the sixth one than I did about the fifth one.
I think most people are like that, and it's like Star Wars. Like people like no, I don't know if people like 9 more than. I think people like 9 more than 8. People just really hate The Last Jedi.
To be honest with you, I don't remember what it was about. Which is why I like the 6th over the 5th one, because I remember more of that one than I do the 5th one. I'm just kind of like the girl. Well, that's all I remember.
They made her. They changed I think she was a clone.
Something like that.
In the 5th one, and then they were like, no, she was actually born from somebody's DNA or something like that in the 6th.
Some doctor, lady doctor, whatever.
Wait a minute, I got that wrong because that's a clone. No, I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
It's confusing.
Yeah, it's whatever. So I will say, since you said that, the Planet of the Apes movie. So those.
Yes.
I never watched. I remember watching the one like that came out in the 2000s or 90s or something like that.
Mark Wahlberg one.
Yeah. I remember. I didn't watch any ones before that, so I can't really say if they were a hit. Obviously, they were good enough that they've been making them. But these new Planet of the Apes movies are darn good to me.
I would definitely agree with that.
And they're making a Jurassic City. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what it's going to be about though.
Yeah. I don't. How do you go from, an island to the world? And I mean, they could. It's not saying just because it's focused in a city doesn't mean that there aren't dinosaurs in the world. Mm-hmm. So it could. I'm not putting it in my head that they have downsized all the dinosaurs to a city.
I don't know. I heard somebody pitch or mention an idea for the new Jurassic movie, and they basically their pitch was like to have it to where like the kids from the very first one are all grown now, and like they didn't have it like they didn't have a well thought out plot line for the or storyline, but it was just like focus on them. And then something happens to them, and then they got to go back or do whatever. I was like, I would like to see what the kids are up to. Like, where are they at?
I'm assuming. I mean, I'm sure they all went their separate ways, so I don't know what kind of event would cause all of them to get together for one movie. Realistically, like if you were to approach this from a real life standpoint, I mean, why pick them? If the only thing I can think of is maybe, hey, the company is like, we want to, put you back in our good graces. So why don't you come out here and blah, 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 blah. But then that would be a lot of people. That would be a big list.
Yeah. Or it could be, and this is probably a little bit late now that we're on the 6th one, or it could be a simple thing of like, for some reason, Jurassic City, whatever they're doing, maybe they're rebuilding it. I don't really know what they're doing. But for some reason, the kids find out about it and it triggers or they've been dealing with the PTSD from seeing the guy getting eaten in the porta potty because they did get attacked in the Jeep. So they've been dealing with that trauma.
Okay, so I'm thinking about like the original. I thought you were talking about like the original Jurassic Park movies.
I am.
I'm sorry. So when you talk about, you said Jeep. I started. So I started. I didn't hear Jeep. So I was thinking of Jurassic World, seeing people getting eaten.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, with Jeff Goldblum, because the cup of water and those kids.
Okay, yeah. So we are. That's gonna be a tough sell. Like that's one of those. No, we don't need to have these original actors. Like if you had them two from that movie come and then like that's more believable because they're brother and sister, I believe. Mm-hmm. But if you had them two, then a black girl from the third or second movie,
we ain't got to bring her back.
Oh, so you're not talking about all the kids?
No, just the original two.
Oh, okay. Well then, okay, I can see that.
I just want just the original two.
I can see that.
I mean, because you brought the original parent. I mean, they're not the parents, but the original, leads back. Yeah, that's what bring the kids.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think the originals are gonna be in it this time though. I don't really know.
What if you had a post-apocalyptic? So what if you got to the point where the dinosaurs have overrun the world, which is what should happen, and then everybody's scraping. So then you follow the kids, and it's more like a Walking Dead kind of thing. They're just traveling through the woods, and then they got like these velociraptors that's just slowly patrolling. They got to find a way to get around them. I think that'd be more scary. That would it's fresh. No, it's not. It's zombie-like, but it's not. Yeah.
Here's my issue, James.
Okay.
Why the rappers always got to be the police or the soldiers? Why can't they be in charge?
So I understand that they're small enough that you feel like they can be beaten, and sure, people have escaped from a T-Rex and people have done this, but I mean,
is it because it's just more of them, and so they travel in packs? So it's like we need people. So here's 20 raptors. Let's just use all of them as guards.
I'm thinking of the Velociraptor with the meme and he just got a police hat on.
I haven't seen that one.
And so it's like it's a not a cartoon, but it's like a drawing and it's like a Velociraptor who's like this, like thinking.
I mean, because they are intelligent, but like they're just always just relegated to being like, we're gonna hunt people down in packs.
The foot soldiers.
Yeah, foot soldiers. They are the Foot Clan. They can never be Shredder.
Oh, I remember when I was in my creative mode. I don't think I'm ever gonna do this. I don't remember the whole story. I forgot about it.
You was about to say you want to be a Foot Klansman. and you made a suit or something. I don't know why that's what my mind went.
So I forgot about it up until now, and I'm glad you said that. So I was thinking of a way to parody or my Pixar, and Toy Story. I was like, you know what? It was kind of absurd. Let's make Sock Story. So,
like the missing socks?
Yes, exactly. So one sock goes missing, and then this other sock got to go look for it. And then at one point, and I will admit that I had.
I'm already sold. I love it.
I love it.
I would watch it.
And so there was So at one point, they have a conversation, and one of the socks, he meets a sock who's like dingy, messed up, nasty. Maybe he's hidden behind under the bed or something. And then he tells a story about the foot. And then like a Family Guy cutaway goes to like the Foot Clan.
I like it, James. When you got athletic socks that are always bouncing.
It's like it has so much potential. But
hey, don't go to the land of the tube socks. Tube socks.
Mm-hmm. I think, but it also has a potential to be as bad as Sausage Party or something bland.
Hey, yeah, I feel like if you were to do it, it'd probably be best if you made it like a short. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because you don't want to stretch it out too much.
Yep.
So you do like an hour and a half or something, or maybe just an hour, maybe 45 minutes. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
That was a long time ago. I forgot all about it.
I'd watch that. You said like, and the name would be, what did you say? You would call just Sock World?
Sock Story.
Sock Story.
Like Toy Story. It's real basic, but I mean it's. I want to put the parallel between that and Toy Story.
Listen, a lot of basic stories do very well. Mm-hmm. Sometimes if you do a basic story well, like a lot of people like it. It don't always have to be complex, which it's crazy. It's crazy you brought that up, James. Because that's something I've actually been thinking about here lately with movies. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff.
Okay.
When it comes to movies, one of those things is I feel like a lot of movies nowadays feel like they have to have so many moving parts, and it's like we have to have this very elaborate story. I was like, I'm not saying I want it to just be like by the numbers, but like, well, I don't want to have to sit there. I'm not trying to say I don't want to think either, but like, I don't want to have to sit there and be like, I don't get it.
It's very rare when a movie that is, I won't say complicated, but like you said, it has a lot of moving parts, that it does well. And it's like the simple movies, and I hate to say that people are simple, and I'm not saying that you're simple, but just to effectively, I guess, engage the audience, like if you got too much going on, then it's just not good.
Well, because the thing about it is like, it's not even that I want it to necessarily be simple. I just don't, like, okay, Tenet, that's a movie that everybody's like, I don't get it, right? So, okay, but, you know, you see how well that did. But then you have other movies like, what's the movie with M. Night Shyamalan? With Bruce Willis?
Sixth Sense?
Yeah. It was simple, but it had other elements that weren't simple as well.
It had some layers, yeah.
Yeah, it had layers to it, but it wasn't like overly like, well, I got to figure, you know. So when you get to the twist at the end, it's like, I mean, it's even a movie where you go back and watch it. It's almost like you're watching it for the first time because you see different things. But with Tenet, it's just like no matter how many times you watch it, it's like, I don't think I'm gonna get it.
And I'm not saying that Barbie was complicated, but I think that is an issue that I had with Barbie, is that it had a lot going on. You know, you start the movie and you're thinking it's like, oh, it's going to be, you know, her moving and acting like somebody is kind of like controlling her. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's just a random dance party, which is fine, you know, because if that's what this movie is, that's what this movie is. And then she's talking about death, and then, you know, she loses this, and then she goes to the real world, and Ken goes with her, then it's like patriarchy. There's just a lot going on. She comes back, Will Ferrell, and these other people. I think I just didn't care for it because it was a lot.
No, I can understand that because it's kind of like, to me, it's like, the only other thing I can compare it to is like, I like Drake, right? But then some of the songs were like I don't. He has some songs where like the beat changes and it goes to a different song. All right, cool. If it's done well, I like it.
Yep.
And some songs just like, I'm good.
It doesn't have to always be like that.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna save that song to my playlist just to listen to the first minute and a half, even though the song is 4 minutes. I'm just like, I'm cool.
Sicko Mode was like, I don't want to say it's the first time because I was all about the Benjamins did it, but Sicko Mode is a recent good example of that happening.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. But he did I can't remember what album it was. I want to say it wasn't For the Dogs. I think it was the one with him and 21 Savage. They did the album together, and like it was like a section of the album where it's like 3 or 4 songs. Like every song, it was like the beat switched to another one. I was like, why? Like, okay, again and again. I'm just like, no, I don't want this.
Yeah.
Like,
let's just keep it
what
simple.
are you doing?
So I remember. So there was a movie that came out, and I know you kind of moved away from this.
I know you could. I was just using it as an example, but
there was a movie that came out, and it was like well received. It was good. No, it wasn't Barbarian, but I'll just say The Menu. The Menu. Yeah. It's straightforward. But that's a personal. I'm not gonna say that.
But it does have layers to it though.
Yeah.
It's a straightforward story, but it slowly peels back as it goes.
Yep. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's not all just in this one little spot. Yeah.
That's a good example.
Okay. I've got a couple movies that. Did you have anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, I do, but I can hold it off because it relates to movies.
Have you seen the movie Damsel?
Nah, I was just looking at that online.
So I did. Listen. When I say I'm not the biggest Netflix fan, the only time I watch Netflix is if it's something that I know that like I've seen already, that I know that I'm going to enjoy. So the fact that I was like, Damsel, I don't know if I knew it had a dragon on it, but I don't know. So I was like, I'm gonna check it out. and I enjoyed it.
I heard it was like #1 for a minute.
Yeah, and I don't know. I didn't have a problem with it. Angela Bassett's in it, which is out of nowhere. That's interesting.
You try to talk bad about Angela Bassett?
Not at all. You know, every time
she could do no wrong, James.
every time I look at the more Yara Shahidi gets older, the more she looks like Angela Bassett to me. I think that's interesting.
Refresh my mind who that is again.
Okay, so I know it because me and Amori, my daughter, I don't say her name. My daughter's favorite movie was Imagine That for a while, and she was in it. What else was she in?
She was in Imagine That?
Grownish. She's the main character in Grownish.
She was in Imagine That. Yes, that's been a long time.
Yeah.
I actually kind of want to watch Grownish because I saw a trailer for like the final season, and I was like, it looks like it's a decent show. But I have only seen like 2 episodes of the show.
I remember seeing something about the final season, and then all of a sudden, you know, an ad popped up and was like, "Hey, we're doing something on like this streaming," or like it was something obscure. I was like, I thought we were done with this though. But anyway, so
I'm probably thinking about Blackish.
No, like I'll look it up. And,
okay.
Yeah.
So you watched Damsel.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't. I'm not gonna say it was great. It wasn't bad. Like I enjoyed it.
So would you watch it again?
With other people, yes.
Okay. What was the other movie?
I was gonna talk about X-Men '97.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, well, I guess we're not talking about that.
I don't even have Disney Plus right now.
Oh.
I got rid of it because I didn't watch. I wasn't watching anything on it, and then but now I probably get it back because I do want to watch Bad Batch, and I do want to watch some other stuff. So I'll probably re-sign up. What I was gonna say about movies. And this is just my own personal thoughts. James. I don't know how to
go for it.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm tired of the have to know, like, the people who have to know what's in the movie and what's, like, because I was online, just scrolling online for something, and then I saw a thing where it was like, it's confirmed that Henry Cavill is playing a Wolverine variant in the Deadpool movie. Oh.
So I didn't know it was confirmed. I know they said it was rumored, but I mean, there's so many, and I mean, it's supposed to be like a big.
No, I was just gonna say who I saw. It could still just be them. You know, whatever.
I'm just gonna have to suffer through it. I was trying to find a good place to just stop hurting.
I was like, you was doing true until you started moving it.
You know, because maybe you know people don't know about this. I hope that possible spoilers for Deadpool 3. I guess but Danny Radcliffe, they say, is supposed to be one of the Wolverines too.
I kind of heard it. I already heard about that.
Yeah, so I like another. It sounds like a lot. Plus, you got all these the old X-Men coming in. Did they say anybody else?
I heard Terry Edgerton was supposed to be in it too, as another Wolverine variant.
The what are they called? The you got gentlemen in my head. Kingsman.
Yeah, I was trying not to say it because you told me that too. I was about to say it. But yeah, I heard that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. But my overall point is like I'm tired. Like I ain't gonna say tired, but just I'm at a point now. I just I don't want to know.
I agree. And maybe I should what's the word, unsubscribe to some of these reporting places. It does get me hyped, but I mean I'm gonna watch it anyway. So it's not. Yeah. But
it takes away from when you see it, it's like, I kind of knew. Mm-hmm. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm still, like, I'm not completely, out of it. Like, I'm cool with the whole, like, theory part of it. Like, people, theorizing what the movie could be about.
Yep.
But when it comes down to, like, I heard this such, and rumor is this person's going to be in it. Then when I watched the movie, I was like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, I will say that there's some times where I don't even be looking for it, but it'll pop up like, hey, this is what's rumored to be, an after credit scene, and then we go watch a movie, and then y'all be like, hey, so what do y'all think? I was like, I already know about it.
Yeah, it takes away from the luster of it. It's like there's no surprise anymore.
No, that is true. Who the hell is? I mean, I guess I want to say who the hell is leaking these things? Like, why?
Everybody.
I guess they're getting paid. They're getting paid to do it.
I don't know, man. I just because, like I said, I still because the thing about it is like I still want to watch certain things because, like, I do want to see the like because I don't read comic books, which I may at one point in time. I probably won't, but like it's nice to listen to the people who like they'll watch a trailer or watch a movie. And they'll describe like the differences between like, oh, in the comic books run, this is how it was, this is how this happens, this character is attached to. I'm like, oh man, that's interesting. But then you go down that rabbit hole and it's like, and the movie comes out, I was like, I already know whatever happens. I know everything that happens now.
Yeah.
It's cool. Because it's not. I'm not against spoilers in general because I don't have an issue with spoilers because even if something gets spoiled for me, there's a difference between like hearing it and then actually seeing how it plays out. But it's weighted heavier in superhero thing because it's kind of like usually the spoiler is this person's done such and such as like they're in the movie for like 30 seconds and that part is ruined. Now if somebody tells me, oh, this person dies. Okay, that's a spoiler, but I don't know how. I don't know when.
That's true.
I don't know who's going to kill them. Do they kill themselves? There's still other questions around it, but like, hey, such and such is going to be Wolverine. Okay, cool.
You want me to tell you who kills himself in Demon Slayer?
In the new one?
Well, it's probably going to be a while, but...
Is it out yet?
Well, the movie did come out, but that's just episodes.
Right.
It's random. I'm not serious. I don't have to tell you. I
don't care.
Shoot. Okay. What was I going to say to what you were saying? I can't remember the last movie or let's say Marvel MCU movie that came out that I didn't know anything about it beforehand. Like I know I've always known something about the movie at some point.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just like, I don't know. Just a thought.
So something that I think is interesting, or maybe I haven't really noticed it, but somebody pointed it out that maybe they're going to move away from this women empowering, movement.
The MCU, as you call it?
Yeah, the MC uterus, they're two different things. They listen.
What? Okay, let's put a pause on what you're about to say,
okay,
James.
all right.
What chat rooms are you involved in? Did you go? All these terms, man, or are you just coming up with this stuff off the fly?
Not. So I can tell you there are two people. There's this guy called the Critical Drinker.
I've seen his name, but I've never watched his stuff though.
And then Nando something like that. I know whenever I see his videos, it says the Nando Cut.
I don't know that one.
So yeah, they do like to pile it on when it comes to the women-led movies, but at the same time, some of the women-led movies kind of deserve it, like Madam Web. So what they were saying is that. Go for it.
Nah, I was just gonna say, like, okay, first off, I haven't seen Madam Web.
Okay.
But I know it's trash.
Yep.
However, I feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I just want to say this because I don't know if this is where you're going.
Okay.
But I feel like there's a difference between, like, people bashing. Did you saw that? Oh. I feel like there's a difference between, like, people bashing an all-female-led movie because it was a female-led movie, as opposed to like, oh, the movie was trash. But like, they bashed it. Like, okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, if a female-led movie like Madam Web is trash, just say it's trash.
Yep.
Don't be like, oh, well, this female-led movie was trash. Like,
I agree.
The movie's trash. Just say the movie's trash.
Because then you're kind of pushing the agenda.
Yeah, it's almost like you're trying to say, maybe even if you're not, it's almost like you're trying to say, well, this is why it was bad.
Yeah. So I will say that I definitely noticed people who are like, I'm not going to see this movie just because there is a woman lead. There are some fandom. So people in the Star Wars universe is like that. People in a video game universe is just like that. It's kind of stupid to me because you could be missing out on a very good game
or movie.
Yep, that too. Man, oh man, I had a debate with some people about the new Dragon Ball game that's coming out. But anyway, we're not going to get into that.
This is the 14th game?
Well, this one is going back to like the Budokai Tenkaichi kind of style. And my argument, even though I said we're not going to get into it, is that we've had arena fighters for years now.
Mm-hmm.
So you all are hyping up, and sure, I know, obviously Dragon Ball is going back to this game that, it used to be. But we've kind of had this game for a while already, like for years.
Yeah. It's almost like another game franchise that reproduces stuff named Pokemon.
I knew you were going to say it. I knew it.
And just puts a different color on it.
What's funny is that like maybe 5 minutes ago, I had something to say about Pokemon. I was going to say it. I can't remember. Yep, that's what it is. So Jurassic City.
You want a Pokemon version of Jurassic City?
Since I know you're so excited about it, there is a game that's coming out called Pokemon Legends ZA, and it's all going to take place in one city.
I'm good. I'm straight.
Which doesn't make sense to me because you don't really catch Pokemon in the city. So where the hell are we going to catch Pokemon at?
I'd rather watch the Pokemon show on Netflix with the girl at the Concierge Hotel. I think it's called Pokemon Concierge Hotel.
Yep, Concierge.
I'd rather watch that.
But go ahead and let me know what you think. Since you're not going to buy the game. I want to know what you think.
I don't play Pokemon, man. I'm good. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm fine. Yeah. But that is what y'all do, though.
So, I mean, there are some games that switch it up. You do have, like, they had the match 3 kind of games, the Tetris games. They've had, something Pokemon. So they have different games, but the core Pokemon games are pretty much the same, yes.
So would you say that Dragon Ball Z has core arena fighting games?
They haven't had one. Well, I take that back. Because Kakarot, it wasn't an arena, but it was free roaming.
I just play both sides, man.
Listen,
I can care less about either one. I just feel. I will say this though. While we talk about Dragon Ball Z, rest in peace.
Yep.
To your boy.
Akira Toriyama.
Yes, because I didn't know how to say it. I was hoping you was gonna jump in. I was gonna say,
Rest in peace. And you know what? Everybody was posting pictures and everything. I was like, am I a real fan if I don't post a picture? I don't know that, man.
I don't know. I have a question, but I want you to, because you like he's about to say something.
There was other things that I don't remember, but I was also, when we started talking about Akira Toriyama, I started thinking about the Dragon Ball Z transformations, but I don't know how versed or familiar. Okay, all right. So
it kind of ties into the question I was going to ask. Like, do you have like your top like Dragon Ball moments, like a few Dragon Ball moments that like, it don't have to be a lot, just like a few that stand out to you.
Moments. Okay. All right. Shoot. No, I mean I can tell you like the most, what's the word? Not impactful. The iconic fights or moments. So obviously when Goku first went Super Saiyan, that's probably one of the most iconic moments. And Frieza's fight in general. Let's see. Dragon Ball Z Bridge, which has nothing to do with what so that's a fan made thing. But if you want to get into Dragon Ball Z and you just like, hey, I'm not into anime, Dragon Ball Z Bridge is probably a good jumping on point. And the first 5-8 episodes is kind of hard to get into because it came out a long time ago. They had bad microphones, but if you can make it through those first 8, it's very funny.
You know who you sound like right now, James?
What's that?
You sound like people suggesting TV shows.
Yep, that's exactly where I knew you were going to get.
Hey, man, just watch the first 4. Then you'll be in.
Why do I have to wait that long?
You just told them to do the same thing, James. You just told them to do the same thing.
Yes, but these are like 8-minute episodes.
Right. I mean, I get you. I'm just saying, in general, whether it's, the concept is...
Yeah, I understand.
You told them to push through. Like, hey, just keep watching. It'll get better.
I did try Demon Slayer again for the 4th or 5th time.
What? Which one? The last one?
Just see, I'm on episode maybe 12, the first season.
Oh,
that's Attack on Titan. That's what
I was about to say. That's why I was like, which one? Like, you went back?
No, Attack on Titan. I don't know
how you feel about it?
I started to text you, and I started to say, I know why that I'm not enjoying this. It's because there's no music in the darn show. And as soon as I hit, because I paused it, I think, because I went to walk the dog. Mm-hmm. I came back in and picked up my phone and started texting you. I hit play. There was music. So I was like, okay, never mind.
I was about to say because I was trying to play. I'm trying to play back moments. I was like, I for sure remember music.
So the part that I was at specifically, so they had just found out Aaron.
Yeager.
Yeah, had became a Titan, and they were making their way. I think it was a church, so they all rendezvous back at the church, and they were just sitting in there, and they were like, hey, we were out of gas, and blah 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 blah, and yeah, but we should probably use him to fight off the Titans, and so they're just going back and forth, and it's just quiet. I'm like, yeah, this is a whole bunch of talking, and I want more action. And then as soon as I started texting you, well, this is the best option we have. It got a little emotional. And I was like, I mean, I still want action, but at least there's music. I can't use that argument.
There's action in it, my boy. It starts off with his mom getting eaten by a Titan.
And then there's nothing going on. Everybody's like, hey, we all gotta run.
Gotta develop the story.
And then and listen, I'm not one of those people that's like I have to have action all the time.
I got you.
Yeah, but at the same, it's like I don't know. I really do believe it's very somber and even though it's very colorful, it's very just what's the word? It's a Debbie Downer of a show. Which I understand because there's very gigantic people that's chewing people up.
Because you got to think about the word. It's like I haven't seen all of it because I think I didn't finish the final. I think it was like the 5th season. I didn't finish the final season because they broke it up into parts. They said, "Oh, this is the final," and then it stopped and then brought out some more. And I was just like, I haven't been back.
And that's another reason I'm like, it's
But based on what I can remember about the show, it's a sad show, but there's action, and they get there's one season in particular, one fight scene in my mind that stands out.
Okay,
I'm not gonna mention it, but it goes down.
So the reason I'm kind of trying to force myself to keep on going back and give this show a try is because at some point you realize that some of these people, these regular humans, are actually Titans in disguise. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't understand, like, if you are the enemy, why are you here on, like, in the human side? Why not? I just don't understand the dynamic.
Well, it gets a lot more complex.
I know, I actually I watched videos about the whole story, so at some point I knew the whole story. I don't know, because I know. Anyway, I don't have to go into it.
It's a good show, man. I really like Attack on Titan.
So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to watch it when I go to Chicago. I'm going to Chicago this weekend, or just like be on my phone while I'm watching it, just to do something while I'm watching it, because I don't think I can just put all my attention towards it.
Well, and then like I told you before, like when I watch anime, that's why I usually do dubbed, is because I'm usually doing other stuff while I'm watching it. Mm-hmm. So I'm not like, even when I watch anime, I'm not like really most TV shows, I'm not just sitting there like TV show in my face. Like I'm usually like on my phone, walking around, making clean, and I can hear it, or I can, I usually somewhere I can still see it. And I'm watching it like that, but I'm not just like sitting there just taking it to the face like, all right, TV show, give me what you got,
That is one of those things that I won't say I require, because there's obviously some movies or shows that just don't immerse you like others. But Doom 2, which I don't know, we might have had this conversation, but a reason that I have not been doing reviews is because I want to get that intro in, but I know we had this conversation, just do the review, don't have to have that intro. So I got 3 of them that I need to be doing. But Dune 2, like I've seen it 2 times whole, and then 1 time I had to leave early. That is one of those movies, like it has so much rich, it's got so much rich, not environment, but just the atmosphere, everything that's going on.
Yeah.
That you're so immersed in it because there's so much lore. That's what I'm trying to say. World building.
I feel like part of that I feel like part of that has to do with the fact that the first one did a lot of setup. Or it's like, not set up in the sense of like story-wise, but set up to introduce you to the world. Mm-hmm. Like telling you what spice is, what they need it for, who are these creepy women in like these suits, you know. So it's kind of like it gives you kind of like a cliff notes of like what's all this going on. So then when the second one hits, you don't need a whole lot of like setup. It's just like we in it now. Yeah. And so I feel like that kind of helps as opposed to like if Dune 2 had to be like the first movie. It was like, what? What's going on? Spice? What is that?
Did you know that there was going to be a Dune 3?
Yeah. Well, from what I heard, they want to do like Denis Villeneuve or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think he's written the Dune 3, but I don't think it's been like actually like confirmed yet.
Yeah, greenlit.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, one, like, they both have, well, you know, at least the second one, I can't speak the first one, but the second one is like, has universal acclaim, so everybody's saying it's a good movie. Mm-hmm. I don't see why they wouldn't greenlight it. I don't either, but, I mean, even if it's just because, like I said, it has been doing great word of mouth and everything, even if it's just simple as like, we want you to finish your story, because I think it's supposed to be the last one. I would think so. Cause,
I don't know.
Like, once the end of Dune 2 happened, and then they were like, oh, now we got to go do this. I was like, we could have ended it right here. We didn't have to.
Yeah.
So, I want to say that, and I know I told this to you off the podcast, but we need to just get rid of everybody that is doing Star Wars right now, and let this Denis Villeneuve, whatever, I don't know what I've said.
Villeneuve?
Yeah.
He back? I thought he was in the league. He came from the league.
You didn't see him in the movie? He put himself in the movie. He was the one that was...
his head was the stand dude.
Yeah. But I was thinking about the I don't know, Fade Roth or whatever dude. The bald guy.
I know you're talking about.
There's lots of bald guys now.
Shoot.
This is... Do it look infected to you? Like, I don't know what infected looks like.
To be honest with you, I don't either, James.
Like, I know green and pus, but I just took it off, so I mean, it's got some liquid. I don't know.
You just gonna poke it?
Is it my knee? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know. Is it because of the way you fell? Like, did you fall like on your knee?
I was like, I'm sure I fell on my knees before. I don't understand why this is so different.
Because I'm thinking the scar has nothing to do with the way your knee feels. Because you just like the impact probably makes your knee feel the way it does.
That's what I'm hoping.
But then again, I don't know how hard you fell or whatever. So
because I've had scars before and it don't feel like it's like in here.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. But I also never had an infection before, so I don't know how that...
I was just about to say I haven't either, so I don't know. It is what it is, James.
Yeah. Should we keep that in the episode?
That's up to you, man. You let the people know how old we are.
I think they have a bone bruise.
People typing, bone bruise? What?
The only reason I know about that's from the NBA, and I'm like, suck it up. But if it feels like this, I can understand.
I don't know. Speaking of NBA, I feel like you lied to me, James.
Oh. Okay, what happened? What did I lie?
Just remembered this.
What do you think I lied to you about?
Because you put in the group chat about the fantasy, it was like the first week is like 1 week and then it's 2 weeks after that.
No, about the
playoffs?
Yeah. So is this is going to be 2 weeks?
I guess so, because you know how when you go to like the matchup screen and it tells you how many games you have, like you both have left? It says I got 25 games left. And I was like, how do I still have 25 games?
Oh, so you must not have been paying attention this whole time. Because, yeah, it's just like it's counting every player and how many games they have left. So today you might have 8 people playing, and tomorrow you might have 5, so that's 13.
I guess, but I'm just thinking like, or maybe I'm just at, because I'm just like, because today's Thursday.
Yep. And
usually the week ends on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I guess that makes sense. Now I think about it, you didn't lie. It's okay. It was a miscalculation on my part.
So how you doing? Because I'm in a bye week. I haven't been paying attention.
I'm up 8-1 right now.
You know who you going against?
Pat.
Oh, please take him out.
That Scott said the same thing at work. Yeah, both y'all are rooting for me to take him out. I don't know why, man.
And then take out who I don't know.
Mark got a bye right now.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like, obviously you can't take him out now. I'm saying afterwards.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's going.
I was saying I may not play him though.
Yeah, I might. No, I'm not playing against Mark because he's first. I'm second. So at the at the very end, we become. I don't know.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
Because I think who's playing. What's the other two people playing right now?
So I know Jason was taking that. Well, he's at the.
Yeah, Jason's at the bottom. Then there's another guy. There's two people below me.
Chris Riles.
Yeah, both of them out.
Yeah.
So it's just the top six.
So
it's
Pierre,
me and Pat, and it's Pierre and I think Sky.
I guess so. Yeah.
So. Yeah, because he was talking about. Yeah, it was because he was telling me about that. Yeah.
Pierre said he came to win. So do you know who's winning between Sky and Pierre? I want to get into gambling.
Wow.
Just because, like, I feel like I know enough about basketball. Like, I'm not about to put like $100 on something, but maybe I'll put $20 in total, and then maybe bet $2 here. Just start small, and then see how I do. And then if I start doing well, then I can increase it.
Have fun, man.
I just want to get. I want to try.
Slippery slope. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen, but I've been to casinos, and I know when to, like, I will go with $20 or $100, and then if so far, I'm not a superstitious or a jinx person, but I've always came out more than I went in with. So even though, I came in with 100, maybe I got 200 and then dropped down to 110, I know when to get out.
But you're also basing this on a place where, like, you're gambling on something that is like a chance.
Yes.
As opposed to, like, I have this knowledge of basketball.
Yeah.
If I don't get this bet, I'll make it up on the next one.
Mm-hmm. That's true. So at some point you're gonna get something.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be doing like a parlays, like, because you can do like 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm just keep it
parlays can get you every time, man. You ever watch? Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Did you watch the movie Uncut Gems?
I did. Is that the one with Adam Sandler? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
Listen, after watching that, I don't know if I want to gamble.
I don't remember. I just know that he got. Yes. Okay. So I didn't expect the end to happen.
I knew something would happen. I didn't expect what happened though. Yeah. I was like, because it's still a good movie though. I liked it. Yeah. It's definitely a different Adam Sandler movie.
Most definitely.
Just like the one he has on Netflix now.
I saw that. What is it? Do you know what it's called?
I think it's called Spaceship.
Yeah, it's based on something.
Space something.
I was like, it's Netflix. Like everything that's Netflix, I just don't care about. I'm not interested.
What's the name was on Netflix, and it was a great movie with Adam Sandler.
Murder Mystery. It
was a good movie too. Okay, so now what I'm talking about,
all right.
The Hustle, the basketball movie.
But I don't think that was a Netflix original. I think that came out in theaters.
I thought it was a Netflix original.
I don't think so. I can't use my phone. That's the one. So I get that one in Uncut Gems confused. So I haven't seen Hustle.
It's actually a good movie. You should check it out, especially with you, especially because of like you liking basketball. I think you'll really like it because do you know what it's about? Mm-hmm. So basically, Adam Sandler plays like I can't remember the team. So I'm going to say the 76ers. I feel like it is the 76ers. So basically he's a talent scout for the 76ers. And so his whole job is traveling to go to different, like, any game that's being played, he goes out to scout out talent.
Yep.
And he finds this one guy who he really believes in. And he basically puts his job on the line to make sure he gets into the NBA. So they got to, scout him around or whatever, play different games. Kind of market him or whatever, right?
Yep.
And so then, of course, he also has like this arch nemesis in the movie, played by Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, who like they're arch nemesis because like Anthony Edwards is like he's like the #1 draft pick or something like that. He's like a high ranked draft pick.
Yep.
And old buddy is like trying to get to the draft or trying to get into the draft. So they all they have to play against each other. And of course, Ant-Man is just like, hey man, you're not ready for this. This is not your world. And of course, they go back and forth. Blocking shots and stuff or whatever. It's a good movie.
That sounds like, I don't know which NBA 2K, the one I think with DJ. I don't know. It's like they all blend in together.
They do.
So I don't know which one, but I remember there was one that, I guess every one of them was like, hey, you're not as good as me, or.
Oh yeah.
So the storyline that I like, I guess the one that was the most memorable to me was the one with Michael B. Jordan, Orange Juice. That one was fun.
Is that the one that comes on? It starts off with like a movie trailer at the beginning. It was like played by Michael B. Jordan or something like that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I think, like I said, I think you would like it because it's definitely. I mean, of course, there's other aspects to it, but like it's definitely like an NBA like behind the scenes driven type of movie, like how the politics and all that kind of stuff. Like, so I feel like you would like it. It is a Netflix original.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe I just said it has Netflix on the thing, so.
I guess if you go down to release,
Hustle was released on June 8, 2022 by Netflix.
Okay. All right. I was wrong.
Yeah. I thought it was. Because I know if I remember correctly, he still has a deal with Netflix to where like he makes certain. But I don't know if that was part of it. That's just a movie he made. I don't know.
No, I'm probably just thinking of Uncut Gems. Like I said, I get them confused. I'm sure Uncut Gems was on theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're completely different. I mean, they both involve NBA.
And they both have Adam Sandler in it.
And they're both not funny movies.
Yes.
Because in Hustle, he's not like... I mean, he has jokes here and there, but it's nothing like a Hubie Halloween or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Which is a great movie, by the way. Hubie Halloween.
Just go with it.
Another great movie. You got another one?
From Adam Sandler?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one that comes to my mind right now.
51st Dates.
Oh, okay. We're just going back. So, I mean, obviously, Waterboy. Everybody loves that one.
Yeah, no, I was just... He has a list of good movies. Mm-hmm. He has a list of like, okay. And he has a list of like, I'm alright.
I'm sure the list of I'm alright are a lot longer. And it hasn't always been that way.
For you, maybe.
Because I think generally everybody thinks that Adam Sandler makes not cannon fodder, but just it is a meme that the only reason he makes movies is that so him and his friends can go on vacation.
Amen.
It's not about quality at all. It's just like, hey, I'm just making a movie just because it's my job. Nope. Obligated, because I'm obligated to.
Hey man,
I don't care what kind of product I'm putting out.
I would say this is because me and a coworker had this conversation a while back, and we looked at the filmography. I liked a lot more than I didn't like.
I'm gonna have to look at it because I definitely wouldn't be able to agree. I would put him up against and I know they are unrelated, but Jason Statham is another person who there's a lot more movies of his that I don't like than I do like.
Now he's the person I would have to look at his filmography because like I can't think of a lot of movies that he's been in.
Transporter 1 and 2, I did like those. I did not like Crank. I did not like War. I did not like.
Is War the one with Jet Li? Mm-hmm. I like that one.
Oh, excuse me. Actually, I think he was in the what? No, I don't know if he was in the one. Like I feel
Jason Statham?
Yeah,
I think he was.
Okay.
Because I think he was the cop.
Yeah.
With the black guy.
So that one came out, and they were like, you know what? Let's actually make a movie. So yeah. So I did like the one, even though, like, would you? I'm going to count movies that he's not necessarily the star in. I'm going to count those too.
He's still in the movies. Like I would count him in the movie with what's the chick, the funny look, Melissa McCarthy.
Spy?
Mm-hmm. I would count that movie. That's a movie he was in.
I don't know. I think I like that. I don't know.
He had one of the best scenes in the movie, James.
Okay. Well, how did it go?
So she, because she got sent out, right? And so he's obviously an actual spy. Mm-hmm. And so she gets to the hotel room and he's just sitting in a chair, and he goes on his whole monologue about how she's not fit for the job. And he was like, "I've been stabbed. I fell out of a plane with no parachute." He's like, "I've crapped out enough chips to build a computer from scratch." Like it was like a whole 2-3 minutes dialogue. It's the best scene.
And here you come.
Because it was just it was because he wasn't trying to. It was just like him being serious. It was like this is great.
Argyle.
I haven't watched it yet.
You can skip it.
Have you seen the trailer for the Unfortunate of Gentlemen? Some movie with the Henry Cavill. Here's a new movie where it's like him and a group of people. It's like wartime, and it's like the ungentlemanly war of something.
No, I definitely don't know about this.
Oh, you haven't seen it? I'll show it to you when we're done.
So I know that I talked to you and Josh about it, but that just made me think of that game where you go back in time with your pickup truck to medieval times.
Yeah. Is that out yet?
I don't know. What, you interested?
Yeah, man. I'm quite. It's probably not gonna be an Xbox though.
It might not. Yeah.
We don't get nothing sometimes.
And now they're thinking about taking the first-person games to PlayStation. I mean, listen. So it's getting harder and harder to defend Xbox.
But you know what will always be on Netflix? I mean, not Netflix. Oh, Xbox?
What's that?
2K.
Yep.
2K and Madden will always be on Xbox.
I downloaded 2K24, but I have not played it yet.
I'm cool. I do want to get my Game Pass back so I can play the show. Or I may just buy it. So I have to have it because I don't want to buy a Game Pass just for that one thing. Because I do like the show. It's fun.
There's a video of Flight Reacts playing MLB The Show. Oh, it is so bad. He lost to a mercy rule. I think it was like 28-0.
Jesus.
Listen.
Was he in the league or like in the?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
So I almost feel like Flight is acting this way, like he's not really like that. But then it's like you can't really be that. I don't know. I don't know.
I was just watching a video. These guys are doing like a try not to laugh challenge.
Yep.
And one of the videos in that was Flight reacted to himself playing basketball, and it was a video. It was a video of him watching himself play, and he took a shot in the game and missed. And like he said, like he watched himself shoot it. It was like, man, if that was me, I would have shot that. It was like, but it is you.
You can't. I mean, I know
it is you, Flight.
Like I know we can do things to you, but. No, it can't be real. It can't be real.
And if it was me, I would like you just took it. Like, what are you watching?
Oh, it can't be real. And I love I love the fact that this black man can succeed.
Yeah.
But if he is trolling, that is like the ultimate. I want to meet this man in real life.
Me too. Speaking of YouTube people. Mm-hmm. Have you saw the beef between Cassinet and Kanye?
No.
Did you see that?
What's going on with them?
So, okay, I don't know how... Well, I know how it started, but, like, I don't know. Like, okay, somehow Cassinet, he got sent, like, some Yeezy clothing or whatever.
Okay.
Like, that part I don't know, but I just know somehow he got sent it. So they sent it to him, and so he's trying to close on the stream. And he put on the sweatpants, which he's a small guy, but they sent him like these big sweatpants, like it was like an extra large or a 2X, and he was just like, bro, like what am I supposed to do with these? And so he was like, come on, bro, I need a small. That's all he really said. He just basically he wasn't like crapping on the clothes. He was just saying like, hey, bro, I can't wear these. Yeah. So all I know is he gets an inbox from Kanye. It was like, hey, bro, you talking crap about my clothing? Like you talking junk? Like so then like Kanye's manager calls Kai, and he has the whole conversation on the stream. Like the manager's like, hey bro, like but he's not happy. He's like, well what? He's like, all I said was I needed a smaller size. Like what's going on?
This is scripted. Kanye is just trying to get himself back in because I mean Cassinet is one of the biggest streamers of all. I mean I won't say of all time, but
he up there, man.
Yeah. Because, I mean, he just won, like, Stream of the Year. I don't really keep up with that stuff. But, when the All-Star game for the celebrities was coming out, that came out. So, yeah, he was like, well, shoot, I got to get my publicity where I can, so let me go mess with this other guy.
I don't know. I just know that's what I just saw the videos of it. I'm just like, well, here's the thing, James. To your point, I don't really know what's real and what's not real anymore when it comes to, like, celebrities and stuff. I don't know. Just like now with AI stuff, it's like
Yep.
you don't know what's real. Like I saw some, which I kind of had an idea was AI because the picture. So this is pictures floating around like a live action DBZ. Let's coming to Netflix, whatever. I was like, let me look at the pictures. And as soon as I saw the first picture, I knew it was fake because the Goku picture was the guy from the movie of Dragon Ball Z Evolution. And I was like, I know this ain't real.
We're not doing this again.
But then I saw the rest of them, I was like, I don't know.
I remember I was following the darn movie when it was like announced and everything. It was like, yeah, so this guy's been cast as Goku, and I mean, if you know anything about this guy, his hair is naturally looks like it could be Goku's hair. I was like, oh shit, because I didn't know the guy. I was like, okay, all right, and I get to the movie. It's like, why don't this man have a wig on? This is nothing like Goku's hair. What are they talking about?
Oh, have you seen the clip of Stephen A?
I know, no, I think I did, but I can't say for sure what it is.
So it was on his show or whatever, and I guess he has a segment. I just saw like a little this little segment, but I'm assuming it's like some of the thing where I guess people send him in like online stuff or whatever on Twitter or whatever or X, and like one of the things is like if you had to pick who you pick in between, like Goku and Vegeta, and he was like, but he was reading, he was like, oh, who am I gonna pick in a fight between Goku and Veg-ih-tah? And he was like, I don't know, but he was like, I think I'm gonna go Goku because I don't think I like the name Veg-ih-tah. I don't think I like it. You ain't seen that?
Oh my goodness! But at least he's not trying to act like he. I love it. I love it.
He said it so confident too. Like I don't like that name Veg-ih-tah. I don't like that.
Who? I guess he didn't run it by anybody.
I watched it so many times. I was like, because I was like, maybe I'm just tripping. Because I was like, maybe he's joking. I don't know. I was like, no, I think he's serious. It's almost the same as like, what's the clip me you laughed about before? With Kevin Garnett, when he was trying to read the...
Yeah. I forget what the word was, but
the word was.
But he I took a book of words.
He read it, Francis, so confident. He was like, yeah. Like, I just read that.
You should at least went to one. I mean, I know 1 year of college wouldn't help. But, hey.
I wish I remember what the word was. I don't know.
And, but yeah, so I know Stephen A's like he was sent to the 3, Squirtle, Charizard.
Oh yeah, I saw that one too.
And then he was sent one for Fortnite, wherever he landed if he jumped on the plane. So like I knew I had seen clips like that, but I couldn't think of the Dragon, so I hadn't seen that one.
Yeah, I think it was another one. You had to pick like the Call of Duty map or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that one too. But that Veg-ih-tah boy, that bless my soul.
Which I mean, even though he mispronounced it, his name is based on vegetable.
I mean, it's true. But I was watching another video since we're talking about it. It was like, you know how you do like the little things where you gotta pick, but it's like it's a selectors. So it's like a tournament type thing. So you pick which. So it was like I think the topic was like most impactful or most meaningful clip or something like that. It was all Dragon Ball stuff, and so the option was. What's the Sensu Bean guy's name? Krillin. Mm-hmm. It was like Goku realizing Krillin's dead versus I can't remember what the other one was. I think it was like Goku going like him screaming about somebody else somebody else died, and then he went like Super Saiyan because I think it was like in a movie or something. Okay. And so they played the clip of Goku. It was like them at the table. It was like, hey Goku, you don't want to eat? He was like, nah, I'm good. And it was like that's how you knew something was wrong was Goku want to eat. Yeah. And then the next thing him running or whatever to find out. And it was like, but we don't need to see how he died. It was like, why not? Let's go ahead and watch that clip. So he put it on YouTube. And it just showed the villain stepping on Krillin's neck on his head. It's like, so he got toadstools? That's how he died. It was the weakest death ever. He was like, yeah.
Listen, at some point, if I'm Krillin, Tien, Chaos, any of these people, I'm not coming out.
Well, the only reason he died was because like he had left something at the stadium, and so he ran back to get that. And so this, whatever villain it was just there. And so he was already, this is like big suit Krillin where he had like those shoulder pads.
Yeah. I remember, yeah.
Send to me. That's the best part of Bridge for me.
I'm glad you watched some of it.
That's the best part. Send to me. It's just. I just found out that because obviously I didn't watch all of it. Like I guess Goku gave Cell a senzu bean just so he can fight him at full strength.
Yep.
Why? Why would you do this?
Because Goku just wants to fight. He wants everything to be like, if I don't beat you at your best, then But he wasn't the one fighting him.
Who's giving the enemy a senzu bean? Come on, man.
But I mean, so he paid for it because he died.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's about a good place as well, isn't it?
Okay.
Unless you got something else burning you want to talk about?
No, I didn't have anything else. I was enjoying it.
Oh yeah, man, you good, man. Good times, man.
All right, so I'm gonna listen.
Old Veg-ih-tah. You gotta see the clip, man. I gotta show you the clip.
And the thing is, like, I mispronounce things on purpose all the time. So there's, Kakashi from Naruto. My girlfriend's sons, one of them watches anime, so I just like Kakashi. And he hates it. But the little boy, he just thinks it's so funny because I'm getting on dude's nerve.
It's because the thing about it is like I love anime, but unless it's like a Naruto, Demon Slayer, some of the ones like My Hero, I don't be knowing these characters' names. I don't know who these people are.
Even My Hero, like somebody say, if it's number like there's a lot of
because he has like 4 names.
Yeah, that's true. But like the dude that shoots stuff out his belt.
The weird guy.
Yeah.
Because if he shoots it too much, he's stuck.
It's so weird though.
If he shoots too much, his stomach gets so weird. I don't know why I thought. Well, I know why I thought because you brought him up. But as soon as you mentioned him, I thought about that, and I also thought about the episode where he was leaving like the food outside of Midoriya's room.
It's so weird. Like they purposefully we gonna put all the weird into this one guy.
Oh, I did want to ask you this before we go.
Okay.
Have you heard about them? I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about it. So they're developing like a Teen Titan live action movie. Okay. Have you heard about that?
No.
How you feel about it?
Well, I know they have a live action show, but the movie is DC. Okay, right. So is this going to be like a James Gunn kind of thing? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I won't say I'm more excited, but I'm not where I would be before James Gunn, where I was like, okay, it's going to be crap. So just because James Gunn has made great stuff,
you have more faith.
Yes, even though James Gunn isn't the person that's going to be making it, he's just overseeing things. So I'm still on the fence. I don't know.
Because they're also talking about like they're doing another season of Pace. I'm about to say Pacemaker. Another season of Peacemaker.
He old already.
But apparently this season is going to be canon, but the first one isn't.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's fine. I don't care. Like, I wish that would be great if they did this with other things. Like, Henry Cavill. Like, let's just say that none of the other stuff was canon and now this one. But I understand he wants to start over. Some things don't bring. But some things, like, we could have kept them.
When does Superman Legacy come out? Or is it, I'm sorry, it's just Superman now.
Yeah.
When is that? Is it this year or next year?
I think it's 2026, but it could be 2025.
I feel like it's coming because I know they posted the pictures of them and doing the table reads and all that kind of stuff like that. So I know they're actively like at least getting prepared to film or filming.
Yeah.
So
I know it's not this year.
Yeah, I don't think it's this year.
I know it's got like 50 people in it. I mean, obviously it's got 50 like characters in it.
Yeah. I think I'm more excited for the Batman movie than I am Superman movie.
Have they said anything about it?
No, I haven't heard anything about it, but just based on like the initial announcement, I'm more excited. And I guess I'm more excited for it because of simply, even though it's Damian, it's going to have a Robin in it.
Okay, wait. All right. So I just went so many different places. So when you said that, I was thinking James Gunn, but then I was like, oh wait, he could be talking about like the Batman, the Robert Pattinson.
Oh no.
And then you said Damian. So is Damian Wayne going to be Batman, or is he going to be Robin?
So he's gonna be Robin. So it's supposed to be like a story of him and like Batman and Damian. So I think per the announcement, unless things have changed, because like I said, Superman Legacy went from that to Superman. It's gonna be, I think it's like Batman Brave and the Bold.
I remember
and
that.
so it's gonna be Batman and Damian or whatever. So
I think that's the best way to go. Even though I don't know how old the Superman is going to be, just because that gives you the option to bring in Nightwing, Red Hood, and Red Robin, whatever you want to call it, Tim Drake. So
yeah,
it gives you the most flexibility of with characters.
Yeah, I mean, plus you just move on. You just move on. Like, okay, because I think from what I heard, Superman is not it's not gonna be like an origin.
Yeah.
So it would suck to have that not be an origin and get to Batman. Now we got to build up the first Robin. Just move it on, man. Yep. Just move it on. We're good. So.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
Here's your movie. It's ready for you.
I'm not buying it or renting it.
That's true.
Now, what I will do, if I really want to watch the movie, I go on. I'm gonna say I don't watch Netflix. It's stuck in my head. I go on YouTube and watch somebody else's first time reaction to it and just watch it with them.
That's so crazy. You can get around things like that.
I mean, you don't get the full movie because they edit stuff out, but I get enough of it to be like, I may want to actually watch the full thing.
I got to design the software because I want to watch these movies for the first time and just have that bar at the bottom that shows my interest level in the movie.
I say do it, man.
I just don't know how to do that. But
I'm sure you figure it out. We can watch some stuff.
Yeah. Harlem Nights will be the number one.
Your bar gonna be low the whole time.
You don't think I'm gonna like it? Just you know me.
Yeah, I don't think Harlem Nights is your speed, James. Okay. If you don't like Life, you're not gonna like Harlem Nights. I can tell you that now. If you don't like Life, because they're not similar, but they're in the kind of same vein. Especially because they have some of the not the same characters, but like they have the same kind of feel. Because Eddie Murphy, Martin, whatever. So yeah, if you don't, you're not going.
I'm interested though. I mean, a lot of people hold it in high regard.
It's a great movie to me, but that's me. You don't like Life, man. So I don't. That tells me already you're not gonna like it.
It sounds like it's so absurd that I don't like Life.
No, because I'm saying it because like that alone lets me know you probably won't like it because like I said, they're in the same.
Yeah.
Because I don't know like the time frames they came out, but they're like, in that same era of like black comedy type things. So
I want to say, I don't know because I haven't seen the movie, but I would think that Harlem Nights came out in the 80s, but I know Life came out in the 90s.
Right, but I'm saying like I'm not saying they came out like the same year, but I'm saying like in that like Life is different than what's the movie with the black people the horror movie.
Oh, Blackening.
Yeah, like they're two different comedies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like a lot of time has passed between those two. So, but even though like Harlem Nights came out maybe 80s, Life in 90s, they're still in the same comedy era of like, hey guys, I don't know. Oh well.
Yep.
That's it.
Thank y'all for listening, watching, everything. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the movie, the show, the episode.
We made a movie.
Us.
We
like
made
and subscribe if you like Life.
You see the lights going up already? You feel them? I feel them.
Okay.
I feel them.
Anyway, comment if you didn't like Life, what you didn't like about it. There we go.
Quiet people.
And then we can just compare the two.
Quiet people.
You can find me on Instagram, HAPPEE_, MILLS. We do have a YouTube, the big and short of it all. You might be watching that.
That's what I'm saying. You should be watching it. It's okay, James. You can find me on Instagram at DA_Bear, BEAR29. Big and short of all TikTok. Big and short of it all Snapchat.
Oh.
Big and short of it all X. Big and short of it all Threads.
Are you,
No,
okay.
we don't have those things. We do have TikTok though.
Are we triple X too?
No.
Okay,
We don't have X. We don't have X. Should we get an X?
I don't.
I don't think.
Okay.
Maybe.
What kind of content? You're not talking triple X. You're just talking regular X.
Yeah.
I thought you already had it. Because
No,
Twitter is X.
No, I don't. We don't have like a Big and Short page. Like, I have a page that I post Big and Short stuff on.
Gotcha.
But we don't like the Big and Short itself doesn't have an X.
Yeah. Okay. I don't see why not.
Man, we'll look into it.
All right. So next time. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
The Veg-ih-tah.